What's up, guys? Um, Back with another Calm Town video. This one was requested by Jack in the comment section. The title is Calm Town Cell Phone Kiosk. Let's check it out.
No, there was this. I remember I used to work at this like cell phone kiosk, and with these like two Persian brothers. And like the older brother like had worked his way up at Radio Shack or whatever and got really good at selling phones at kiosks, and that was like his like business or whatever.
Right.
And the younger brother was just in it since he was like 11 because the older brother like brought him.
Of course, yeah.
And I was like friends. I was friends with both of them, but the younger brother was like closer to my age. He was probably like 3 years younger than me. But like all he did was sell shit. You know?
Right.
He was like almost like a stereotype where he's like a Persian.
Yeah. Hey, my friend.
Yeah. So, me and him would just rip people off. We worked at kind of like a shittier mall or whatever.
Right.
Like, most of the people that came in, like I learned occupational Spanish just to fucking sell legal immigrants like $900 Nextel phones that they didn't need or whatever. Like, hey, tienes celular? And then be like, no social needed, and then just fucking sign them up for like the most expensive plan or whatever. And yeah, me and him had like a contest one time to see who like could rip people off the most with like like these like some used to sell ringtones back when you could only put like 5 ringtones on your phone, and so we're selling them for like 20 a piece, 30 a piece sometimes. Just
ringtones?
Yeah. Because we were really good at sales.
Jesus.
We'd like talk people into it.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, man, it's like, we really, we got to offset the cost of all this equipment. That's the problem. This laptop is like $8,000. Like just lying or whatever.
That's so funny.
The
idea that a ringtone could
But
cost.
like, did you keep the money or what was that?
Well, we got commission on it. So
yeah.
It was like, like a probably with ringtones, because there was zero overhead. It was like, the store gets fucking 15% and then, we keep, whatever. We got like, made a shit ton of money off.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But, so this was like, I was probably 18 at the time, and there had been different iterations of like these kiosks that I had known these brothers through, and we were working at one. It was a different company. It was a little bit more professional, like because like the one I met those guys at, there was no we'd lie to people. I'd show up drunk all the time. We had like a monitor on the screen that we were just using to bully the Pakistani guy that worked there. Put a picture of him on the screen. It was like, guess how old this man is, and because he like looked like shit even though he was 21, and people are like 50. He's 50 years old. And you're like, nope. And be like, the Pakistani guy would get all upset.
That's hilarious.
Sulk in the corner. Anyhow, so like it was, one of the now. You both phone guys now?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm trying to book the show.
All right. I don't know why I've been telling this story so long.
No, I'm listening.
Yeah, I'm
listening.
Yeah, no, I'm serious because there's very little payoff here. This started on the topic of like when you see somebody bully somebody.
Right.
Funny. Okay, so here's the story. So we're working at like this other kiosk or whatever, and this woman came in, and she was like a return customer. Like somebody had already signed her up for shit, and she was coming back with a customer service issue, which like we don't see any money from.
Right.
It's our fucking time. We work on commission, so like nobody really wants to deal with this shit.
Yeah.
We, like hate these people. And she was like 50, and she had her like adult retarded son with her.
Hell
like
yes.
This like weird guy with this like weird like bird face and like just like weird posture. Just like in his pants, but he dressed like Adam, but like not ironically.
Right. He's getting Kirkland signatures for real.
Yeah. So, and she's there with him, and she just looks fucking worn out, and like she probably got ripped off by somebody. She signed up for a fucking Sprint phone, then her first bill is like literally $1,000 because the fucking cell phone companies used to just do that to people back in 2006 or whatever, and she's there with this, her retarded son that just like he's like, he would quietly say to her like, I want to go to the game store, like, He just really wanted to go to GameStop and like, just look confused, and she's like, we'll go after this. I have to take care of this or whatever. And so the younger brother was like helping them or whatever. He's like, nah, see, that's part of the plan that's in the contract or whatever. And he's like clearly like losing his patience with this. But I'm watching this, and this woman's like strung out, and she's like, I just don't have the money to pay for the, or whatever.
Right.
And then I'm like constructing this story in my head for this woman and her like poor son, and like she's like, you want to have a kid, and then you have a kid, and then it comes out disabled, and that's gonna be a fucking disappointment. But then it gets to a certain point where, like, she's up at night, like, why isn't he dead yet? And it's like, don't think that, like just the torment of like having a 37-year-old,
Jesus Christ,
disabled son you have to take care of, and I'm like almost at the point of like I'm almost about to cry, like watching this woman, and I was like, it was like near the holidays too.
Yeah, of course.
It's just like really sad.
It's hard, yeah.
It was like really fucking sad witnessing that, and then eventually like they leave or whatever, and the younger brother or whatever, I'm like watching them walk away, and I'm like really sad, and he just looks at me, he's like, yo, that dude was a fucking loser. That fucking guy, dude, he's a fucking loser.
That's what he calls retarded people.
Oh my god.
He's retarded.
He just wants to fucking
And I laughed so hard.
That is so funny.
It's so funny, yo. That guy's a fucking loser.
Like, just completely read that situation. That's your reading of that situation.
Yeah.
Like, makes him a good. Yeah.
That's fucked up, man. It's fucked up.
No empathy. And
Zero.
It just completely took me out of it. Me and him used to bully the fuck out of people. There was this Indian guy that had a store, like a kiosk right next to ours, and ours was enclosed.
Right.
But we would go outside of it to like, nab people.
Bark
Like, hey
people,
man,
yeah,
what'd you
yeah.
get? Like, let me see what kind of phone you have, and talk to them because we have to make sales.
Right.
And he had a purse store called Lucky Bags.
Hell yeah.
There's this Indian guy that had this big fat Indian wife, and he would complain to mall management because we would bark at people in the direction of his kiosk or whatever, and he'd be like, "They are stealing my customers." And it's like, it's completely different
you
businesses.
sell purses.
Yeah, you fucking idiot, or whatever. And so he would like constantly, him and the wife would be like, "Do not talk to people in the direction of our store," or whatever. And the wife would like, she had this weird posture where she'd keep her back straight and put her like, arms
Behind it,
clasp her arms behind her back and like sort of patrol the store.
Yeah.
And so I would like, make eye contact with her and then just jerk straight and like mimic her posture. And
What
like,
a fucking dick.
Just do an impression of her to her face. And
Just
then
a
she just
shitty-
hide on the other.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we
Shitty
were just
teenager.
fucking mean. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
We used to bully the shit out of that guy. I like called up the mall management one time, and I was like, "This is LB from Lucky Bags. Santa is stealing my customers," and like demanded that they kick Santa out of the mall as him. And they're like, "Yeah, okay, we'll look into that."
Did
sir."
they believe that it was him?
No, but they probably heard from him so fucking much.
Right.
They thought it was funny.
That's fucking
It's good
good,
to bully
dude.
folks like that. No, there was this. I remember I used to work at this like cell phone kiosk, and with these like two.
Yo, I had the video on loop, so it started again, but man, that was funny, man. That was funny. Shout out to you, Jack, for this. Hey, keep them coming, keep the suggestions coming. I want to find the good ones, the really good ones. This was good. I'll keep doing them. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.